Hey guys, it's Coach Kathy, and as you can probably tell, I am so sick right now. I have the plague. I don't feel good. I don't really feel like eating. I don't have a great appetite, but I know protein is my friend when I'm trying to get better. I must be a glutton for punishment because I have tried every single protein water on the market except for Revolution Nutrition. It gets really good reviews online, and it kept popping up on my For You page, and there was a coupon code, so I thought, whatever, okay, I will try it. And I did grab some of their other protein powders too, because I've heard really good things about them, and I'm getting low on my protein powder, and I really like Devotion Nutrition, but with the difference in money right now, it's just not really worth it. So I needed to find a Canadian supplier. Sorry for the snot. It says this is 3 servings. It's going to have 25 grams of protein. I got the flavor sour cherry, and it says to mix 1 full scoop in 250 milliliters of cold water, which is 1 cup. That seemed extreme to me, and I don't like things too sweet. So this is actually a 2-cup class. So I have doubled the amount of water. It says to use a shaker ball. I don't have one of those, but I've just been kind of stirring this and letting it sit, and it's looking like it's pretty well mixed now. Yeah, I just thought we would give this a try and see if it's worth it before I go dump. A full tub of one of these is like over $60. So I was able to get 4 of the sample sizes. I got cappuccino, peanut butter cup, chocolate cake, and birthday cake. And those are all in their protein powders. And then I did get the sour cherry splash in the water. I don't remember how much it costs. I'll try to link it up above here when I'm editing the video. And I'll go back through my PayPal account and double check and see how much I paid. But if I can find a good tasting protein water that I can make myself that's a lot cheaper than Premier Protein and Protein 2O are delicious. They're both very good, but they're super expensive. They're hard to find. Premier Proteins water, I can usually only get on American Amazon. And again, with our difference in our money right now, it just isn't worth it. So if I could find one that I actually like in Canada, one that I can afford, I will buy it. So, but it just needs to not be gross. And like I said, I've tried the ISO Splash. Whatever ones you can get on Amazon, basically, I've tried them. And it stinks because some of them don't have sample sizes, so you don't know if they're any good until you've bought a big jug of them. I've given quite a few away just because they weren't for me. So let's try. Here we go. That's not bad. Again, I can't taste a whole lot right now because I am so plugged up. This is probably not the best time to be doing this. But I find a lot of these, I don't like them because they're gritty, and they can even have like a fishy taste to them. And I'm not getting either one of those right now. This is actually dissolved quite well. I only mixed that probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes ago, and it's great. Some of them I even mixed and would leave overnight in the fridge trying to get them to dissolve, and they'd still be gritty even the next morning. This is pretty good. It's not too sweet, and I'm glad I did mix it down like that. I don't know how much of like a cherry flavor I'm getting. It's not bad, but 25 grams of protein. I always loved when I first had my surgery, I would drink the Protein 2O and the Premier Protein water, and I said I was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. If I'm going to be drinking something, I want it to count towards my fluids goal for the day, but it's great if you can also have it count towards your protein goals for the day. And I don't think that these types of protein should be the basis of your protein of your diet, but to help you hit that macro goal, and especially if you're a new post-op, these things can be a lifesaver. For what I can actually taste right now, which is very little, but it's not gross. I mean, it doesn't have a weird, freaky stevia aftertaste. That's what I was going to look and try to see what this is sweetened with. Okay, this is sweetened with sucralose, which is Splenda, and that makes sense because that is actually out of all the sweeteners, besides allulose, but you can't get that in Canada yet. Sucralose is my favorite. To caramelize something, I would use monk fruit then, and that is probably my number 2. But my number 1 favorite sweetener of choice is liquid sucralose, and it looks like this. I get all of these little simple syrups. This one I actually found at Marshall's, I believe, for like $6, but you can get these on Amazon too. It doesn't have to be this brand, but there's tons and tons of brands of skinny syrups that are sweetened with sucralose, and I really don't get any funky, bitter aftertaste. They don't give me the GI upset that things like maltitol and sorbitol can do. Erythritol is not bad, but it's still just Not my favorite. If you use powdered erythritol, it can have that menthol effect on your tongue, and I notice it right away. I would rather just not have sugar than have fake sugar that tastes weird in my mouth or has that bitter, funky aftertaste. So far so good. And the longer it sits, the clearer it's getting too. You can see that now. It's not as cloudy looking as it first was. You can see the light coming through it better. I'll try another sip now and see. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Is it the best thing I've ever drank in my life? No, but it's not the worst either. I mean, this is hitting probably like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. And for me, that's good enough to do one of my waters a day to have a scoop of this in it. So I'd say I will be reordering. They do have other flavors besides sour cherry too. They did have fuzzy peach. And maybe just for funsies, tomorrow I'll do another one, and I'll actually only do 1 cup of water just to see if the flavor comes up some. And also, if you don't like the flavor of something, try adding a tiny bit of lemon juice to it. That really helps. Like lemon, if you've ever done a lot of baking, I put a little bit of lemon juice in my blueberry pie and in my apple pie and in my raspberry pie. Lemon brings out the flavor of other things. Kind of like when you add coffee to chocolate, it doesn't make it taste like coffee. It just makes your chocolate more chocolatey. Lemon, when added to fruity things, will just make it taste more fruity. You're not actually going to taste the lemon. And it can add some tartness that's sometimes missing from things that can be hyper sweet when it's in the sugar-free realm. So give that a try. If you have some that you don't like, try it with lemon juice. That absolutely can help. And yeah, I'm not sponsored by this. I paid for all these with my own money, and I'm very impressed so far. So I just thought I'd share with you guys. So a little update, I was just reading on the back, and it does contain stevia leaf extract, but it's after the sucralose. So I'd say it must just be not the only source of sweetener, and maybe that's why it's not having that funky, weird, bitter aftertaste. It is way better after adding some lemon juice too. I really like it. I just pulled some out and added some lemon juice to it. 100% better. And also, one thing that does kind of stink, I did notice it does have maltodextrin listed, but it's one of the last ingredients. So when you're going through your ingredients, whatever's in it the most will be listed first, and it will be less and less as you go down the ingredient list. So maltodextrin is an artificial sweetener that is allegedly sugar-free, but it spikes your blood glucose and it produces a pretty significant insulin response. So that's why things like sugar-free Jell-O and sugar-free Jell-O instant pudding, anything that's powdered usually is going to have maltodextrin in it. There's a ton of it in Crystal Light. That's why like the liquid droppers like Mio are usually a better choice than anything that's powdered, because that powder is actually maltodextrin. And if it's under 1 gram of carbohydrate, they don't have to list it. They can list it as sugar-free and carb-free, but it can be like 0.9, like 0.9. It can be just under, and you can guarantee that that's exactly what they're doing. So it's a little bit of false advertising. Some people who drink a lot of products with maltodextrin will notice they have weight gain. I was one of those people. And if you're insulin resistant, it's really not good. It can keep your liver fatty. And when I was first losing my weight from months 9 to 13, I completely stalled and didn't lose a pound. And then months 13 through 18, I went on to lose an additional 33 pounds. But the first month, between month 13 and 14, I lost 8 pounds, and the only thing I did different was cut out maltodextrin. I was drinking a ton of instant powdered drink mixes that were sugar-free. I'm talking like 3 or 4 sleeves a day, and I was just pounding the water, and it was especially when I first started running, and it totally stalled me. And the second I cut them out, I lost 8 pounds in 1 month. So I know I'm sensitive to maltodextrin. So one of these a day, not that big of a deal. I wouldn't do multiple of these a day. But again, everybody's different. Everybody has different levels of insulin resistance. Everybody has different metabolic health. But if you're overweight, if you have a lot of belly fat to lose still, and if you know you're insulin resistant, and especially if you're type 2 diabetic already, try to eliminate maltodextrin from your diet. And this might not be the best choice for you. But I just wanted to share the good, bad, and the ugly of this product. All right, bye.